Welcome to the Real Room, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, John Hinton, and you are in a real place for real people to have real conversation where we try our best to be relational, educational, authentic, and loving. Yo, shout out to everybody who's watching on YouTube or listening to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify. However you are consuming your content, thank you for stepping in the real room and getting real with us. Yo, what is up, all my real ones? What's going on? I just want to be the first one to say that I am super excited because we are starting season 2. Yo, I'm hype. I'm hype for this. Like, listen, your boy took a week off for Easter, and yeah, I'm back. Yo, we're back. We're back in the real room. Which, can I first just can I say that rest did me well? It's good to take rest, bro. It's biblical to take rest. We can be out here doing things all the time, and we can get caught up being busy. I mean, I made an episode in season 1 towards the end about how busy I was actually being, all the things that I was doing, and then there was a lot more that I didn't mention, and it's just like, we can get so busy that we can get burnout and we can get overwhelmed, and we really just need to slow down and take a rest, you know? Like, sometimes taking a rest, actually a lot of times, taking a rest is good. I mean, God rested. I mean, he created this whole joint we living in and did all these things that are above and beyond our understanding. And we can't even fathom everything that he did on every single like spiritual and physical level. But like, he even rested. Like, he took a step back after doing some things, and he just like enjoyed it. And I think that's part of like what rest is. Like, we need to take a step back from all the things that we've been doing to just be able to properly enjoy what we've been doing, because we can get so like, we could be doing something that we're passionate about, right? And we can get so caught up in it that it becomes a burden, or it becomes something that we actually truly don't even end up enjoying anymore because it becomes that burden. And I believe rest helps us to change a perspective and or change our perspective, and gives us a better outlook on the things that we're doing in our lives and with our lives, and helps us to see the good in all of it, and then also helps us to see the bad. So yeah, all that to being said, or all that to say, like, I really enjoyed resting. And I missed all of you guys. Yo, like, I'm excited to be back in this chair. Your boy feels like a greenhorn again. Like, it's been a minute. Like, I feel like I'm out of the swing of things. So I'm gonna start playing with this chord again, getting nervous, wondering what we're gonna be talking about. Well, actually, so I'm gonna start off. I know what we're gonna be talking about today, but I want to start off with a few announcements. Yo, welcome to season 2. Yo, that first season popped off. Like, it was a true season. What we did, 13 episodes, I think. So that was like a grand total of 13 weeks. I really wanted it to be 12 weeks, but like a true season. But we had that first episode, Avi, to like tell us what the real room was, and then after we had an understanding of what the real room was, we began breaking it down for the first 4 weeks, and then we got some guests in, and we got ourselves a little vibe going, a little pattern. And I want to stay true to that pattern. I'd like to, do a solo dolo episode, and then the week after that, I would like to have a guest if I can. But that takes work, it takes scheduling, it takes really just finding those people, really God sending me those people. And with that being said, yo, you guys are in for a treat, because I have been praying, I have been seeking, and I have been finding, praise God. We got ourselves some new guests coming in on this second season that I believe is just gonna make this whole thing pop off like way more than the first season. I mean, like for me personally, I don't know how we're gonna top it, but I mean, we're just gonna keep getting better and better, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm excited for season two. So I hope that you guys are excited to be back in the real room, excited for all the things to come, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then, real quick, so I actually found out that on I think it was April 2nd, Google Podcast actually shut down. So I believe that we are no longer streaming on Google Podcast. So if you're one of those people who streamed on Google Podcast, I'm sure one, you probably can't hear me right now. But if you have been one of those real ones who's like, nah, I'm a real one for life, and I love being in the real room, and you have jumped on to another one of our platforms, yo, welcome back. You're a real one, and I'm so happy you're here. And if you weren't, and you've been already been in here with us, hey, you're a real one, and I'm glad you're back. But yeah, just side note on that, we actually have quite a few streaming platforms that we're actually on. A lot more. We're a lot more based like complete audio. Like there's so many streaming services out there for audio, and then YouTube is the only thing we use for video. Yeah, YouTube's kind of like our hub. So if you want like anything community wise, like if you didn't even know that we were off for a week, it's probably because you weren't on our YouTube community section of that page, or maybe you just weren't connected through Facebook, because everything we share on YouTube, we go directly to Facebook and share on Facebook as well. And then we try to get that all shoved out there on Instagram as well. Yeah. So we will no longer be streaming on Google Podcasts, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're planning a merger, if you will. I don't want to act like I know what they're doing, but I believe they're planning some kind of a merger where they're partnering with YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. The more information I get on that, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, next, I want to tell y'all something super exciting. I'm excited for it, yo. The Real Room officially has a merch store. Yeah, let that sink in. I'm going to say it again. Yo, The Real Room officially has a merch store. So if you're a real one, or you've been interested in representing the Real Room in any type of way, we have a merch store. Yo, we set it up. It's a pretty simple merch store. We got a couple t-shirts, a couple hoodies. We got some backpacks. We got some tumblers. We got a coffee cup that like changes depending on like how hot it is or cold it is. We got some keychains. We even got a case for like your AirPods. I believe we got a few other things, but yeah, really, we just put together a little merch store on, I think, Printify. Yeah, Printify. Super simple. Just added a few logos and stuff like that. But this is a start. We all got to start somewhere. But we officially have a merch store. You'll be able to find it in the description below. If you are streaming on YouTube, it'll be in the description below. And I believe on the other audio platforms, you can find it in the description as well. But just click that link. It should take you to our LinkedIn page, where you can find all of our things. That includes all of the platforms, or at least the main platforms that we stream on, as well as ways to give and support the community here so that we can keep doing what we're doing. And you can go and step in our closet. So not only can you step in a real room, but you can rummage through our closet, see what you can find. The goal is to make something for everybody. And when I was doing it, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I feel like we're gonna have to make like a whole side video, like unboxing and stuff like that. That would be completely interesting to me, because I mean, it'd give me another reason to make content, for one, but two, just to really show you guys what you can get and stuff like that. But when we were developing the merch store, my goal was to make something for everybody. And I wanted to make sure that no matter what walk of life you were in, no matter where you were at financially, if you wanted to support the Real Room, I wanted to help you be able to do that, because you're a real one to us. We love your guys' support. We love stepping in here, getting real with you, and we wanted to be able to somehow give back in a way and be able to help you guys, rep the real room, rep something that you guys are proud of, because we're proud of you guys and we're proud of what God has developed here. And it's just amazing to have a community of so many like-minded people who just really just want to be relational. They want to learn, become educated and authentic and loving. And that's what we are here. So we officially have a merch store, and I don't know how we're going to be doing it yet. I'll give you a little bit of my heart. I would like to do like seasonal drops. I would like to do like limited editions, like, just different things. Cause I don't just want to put up a merch store and just make a little money off of it, which that's another thing in itself. When I put together this merch store, I didn't like how pricey they were. Like, the way I feel about clothing, no matter what the brand is. For one, I don't really rock a lot of brands. If you notice already, like, I love plain stuff, unless I really like the brand. But it's mainly what a brand represents, whether I'm going to rock it or not. And when we were looking through this clothing, I wanted to be able to provide a great quality while also not being cheap. Or at least like not, I didn't want to provide a cheap clothing line, like just to make a little bit of money. In fact, I don't make a lot of money at all because the clothing that I picked, I have worn personally in my own wardrobe, and I really like the quality of the t-shirts. I really like the quality of the companies that make the t-shirts and the hoodies. And so I was picking the best of the best. And like, when I tell you we don't make much of anything, like barely any markup, like I want to say it's like $40 for a backpack. It's like almost $30 for a t-shirt because it's so well made. And I just wanted to give somebody a good product, and that, sometimes comes at the expense of making any money off of it. And then maybe down the road, we'll work into doing that. But I just want y'all to see my heart in it. When it comes down to merch, I really just want to give y'all a good product and allow y'all to represent something that you guys have become passionate about and proud about, because we're all part of this thing. And I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to make subscribers. I'm not here to get rich, fam. Like, I'm just here to be real and hang out with every single one of you guys. So yeah, that's the merch store. Be on the lookout. We'll hopefully be doing an unboxing sometime soon. Hopefully in season 2. But yeah, we're super excited about the merch store. So go ahead and click the description, or click the link in the description below, and go check it out. And be on the lookout for more drops. All right, I think that's good for announcements. Yo, we made it through announcements, and it's already been 14 minutes. All right, so I want to keep this kind of short, just because I know like these solo dolo episodes can kind of be a whole nother vibe, and I respect y'all's time. Like I've heard some feedback about like y'all love the guest episodes, but they go super long, and I get it. I really do get it. But we be vibing in here, and we enjoy the time that we get to spend with one another, and the time we get to learn about somebody else's life. So I definitely get it. And I will never cut somebody off. I will never try to cut them short. I will never cut the Holy Spirit short. Like, when he's doing something in this room and a person is receiving healing by sharing their story, while also helping somebody to come to understand and relate, and receive healing as well by learning that they're not the only person going through the things that they're going through, then why would I stop that? So yeah, I definitely love y'all who are committed to getting through those episodes. I enjoy it. I enjoy it because I got to edit all of it. which can be difficult because then I have to sit down for another 3 hours or so to edit those videos. But it's fun for me. I enjoy doing this for you guys. But yeah, we're going to keep it somewhat short. I'm going to see if I can get this in. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about purpose. Yeah, we're going to be talking about purpose. And then I got some notes here. So if you see me look off to the side or something like that, I'm here, I'm trying to be genuine. But God gave me something, and I believe that somebody needs to hear this video today. So I really want to talk about purpose, and I'll probably stream off of my notes. So give me some grace, yo. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna talk about purpose, and I'm not gonna lie and act like I know your purpose specifically, but I know someone who does. All right, I know God understands and knows our purpose because he created us. And I want everyone to know, if you're new here or you've been rocking with us for a minute, I believe in God and I'm a follower of Jesus. That's never going to change. And a lot of what I will always say will always be tied to, but not limited to, God. Because God doesn't have any limits. He's so vast and beyond our grasp of understanding that we can't even fathom what all he's doing in us and around us. So just because it's tied to God doesn't mean it's limited to God, because God don't have limits, guys. And whether you believe in God or not, I mean, take a look around. We're flying through a universe on a planet that's just spinning around with other planets spinning around us. And I mean, you can take one look at it, bro. And it's yeah, this is beyond my understanding. Should I try to understand it? Completely try to understand it. But you can look at it, and I couldn't deny that it was intricately and creatively made for a purpose, just like each and every single one of us. So let's start with that. I want to start with to let you know that I believe personally, when it comes to purpose, I believe it starts with God. And I believe that our one true purpose is and always will be found in God. Okay, he created us in his image and likeness, and we're designed to be like him. And while we are on this journey of life, and as we go through it, his sovereignty, as we go through this journey of life, he's sovereign, and we're kind of waiting on him to return to this earth patiently. I believe that he helps us to encounter him in such a way that one day we will all find out how much he loves us and desires a relationship with us. And through that relationship, he reveals to us our purpose. And through that purpose, he helps his will to be made manifest, manifests his will into this earth. Then, through that relationship with him, okay, we find our true purpose on this earth, and all the things he wants to do while we're here, and all the things he wants us to do while we're here. And I'm gonna just be honest, okay? We just make this whole "what's my purpose" thing way too difficult. Can we talk about it for a second? Whether you're a Christian or not, I feel like if you're a Christian, you kind of it's way worse. But we make this whole "what's my purpose" thing way too difficult, as if we got to get it right the first time. And it's not that difficult, guys. It's literally not that difficult. Yeah, it can become difficult if we make it difficult, but we make it way too difficult, way too complicated. It's we got to get it right the first time. And if we don't get it right the first time, we freak out. And I've done it. I've seen a lot of other people do it. And it's something that we just need to stop making so complicated. So I'm hoping that during the rest of this episode, I can help you either find your purpose, or at least help to point you in the right direction, or maybe help some of you stop being so hard on yourselves and just trust the process of life and trust God with revealing what your true purpose is. So let's get started with the obvious question. So, what's my purpose on this earth? Well, this is really easy. What are you passionate about? What are you interested in? What is it in you that when you wake up in the morning or you're going through your life, like that dream, that vision that you have, that thing that just won't let you go, and you're like, I know I'm working this 9 to 5, but I really, really want to do this. Like I'm feeling drawn to this. Like maybe it's in a creative sense. Like I can relate to this a lot, like a creative sense. Like I'm a digital creator. I love creating things. Like maybe you like creating things. Maybe you like painting or sculpting. Maybe you're into designing, and that's really anything. Maybe it's digital design. Maybe it's designing a clothing line. Maybe it's architecture. Maybe it's photography or videography. Maybe you like seeing things and you like capturing those moments and then sharing them with the rest of the world. Okay, there's so many different ways to create, and so many different ways that a person can can create. And I believe that it's a direct trait that we get from God, because he helps us to learn and develop our gifts and talents to do things that either improve the lives of people, or and actually not or and displays God's creative talents through us. Okay, so God helps us in a creative process to not only experience him, but also experience what he's gifted us with, that he wants to use to help other people. And it's a really beautiful thing. Like I love being a creative person. I love making videos. I love capturing moments. I'm really into like art and design. Like there's just something about looking at a painting and trying to wonder the thoughts and the feelings of what this person was going through, or even music. Like maybe you're a musician and you can just sit down and you could start riffing on a guitar or playing a piano, and something comes out of you, a melody, a tone, a feeling that you give sound to. And there's something beautiful about the creative process. And through this creative process, we come to experience or be connected to something beyond ourselves. And I truly believe that that is God. That is God working through us. That is God working for us. That is God revealing to us our purpose and our talents and our gifts, and helping us to try to understand that we can use these things to help others experience something beyond themselves. And I really enjoy the creative process. So maybe you're a creative person, and that's a way that you can strive towards finding a purpose to use your gifts and your talents. And all right, so maybe all right, so let's talk about it. Maybe you're not a creative person, right? Maybe you don't have any creative talents or interests. Maybe you're just a parent, right? Maybe you are just a guy that works a 9 to 5. Maybe you're stuck in a dead end job. Maybe like you don't have any hobbies that interest you. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're just a regular person. Let's do some soul searching. Do you have a desire to help people? Do you have a desire to teach? Do you want to improve your environment or the environment of the people that you live around? I mean, one saying that I've heard before is those who don't do teach. And I don't want that to be ever looked in a bad way, because maybe there's a reason you don't feel drawn to do something, but you do feel drawn to prepare and help somebody do that thing that you maybe don't feel like you can do or should do. And that's okay. Maybe you're a parent and your job, literally you feel drawn to being a mom or drawn to being a dad, and you are creating and building and cultivating, and like you are pretty much, you're raising a human being. Like you're raising a whole human being. Like first off, that's a responsibility in itself. Like kids are just so amazing, and they're just out of this world, bro. They're like not connected. They're beyond us sometimes, and they're so cute and adorable. I love them to death. But you're helping to raise and teach a little human being how to exist and how to dream and how to find their purpose as well. So maybe that's your purpose. Maybe you feel drawn to being a parent, and that's not a bad thing. Like that could be your purpose. If you find fulfillment in the things that you are doing and it is benefiting you, other people, or you and other people, I believe that's connected to your purpose. All right. Whatever it is, guys, okay, whatever it is, I believe that you are feeling drawn to it for a reason, and then God has placed something specifically on the inside of each and every single one of us that will benefit not only ourselves and other people, but it also helps God to bring his will into this earth so that he can help you and he can help other people. And this also isn't like bound by time or age, because a lot of us can put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Like, I gotta be doing this, or I gotta have this, or I gotta know my purpose by this age, like, or by this time. And there's like this saying that like I don't enjoy. And if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, but it's like, if you don't know what you want to do, go to college. And I would actually, in my opinion, guys, listen, do what you do. Like, take this with a grain of salt. Like, obviously, if you have a different opinion, I get it. But I would actually argue that it isn't that way, or that shouldn't be the case. Because one, I just think that's irresponsible. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, why are you going to college? Like, you can literally exist in life and go through life and have life experiences and find more purpose or more of a desire to do something before you go to college and waste money on a tuition. I would actually argue the fact that once you know what you want to do, then go and get schooling for it. And if through the process of going to school, you find out that's not the thing that you're feeling drawn to, or maybe you change your mind, that's okay too. And just continue going to school or change classes. Like, the purpose is, don't waste time, don't waste resources, like, if you don't know what you're doing, like, I don't like how, like, I understand how it was back in the day, but it's 2024. It's a whole nother day. It's a whole nother era. Like, we're doing another thing. And there's no reason to go to college and waste a whole bunch of money when you don't even know what you want to do with your life. Because now you're leaving college, and it was like, I want to say it was a waste of time, but it's not. I don't believe in wasted time. But now you may feel like it was a waste of time, and now you're in debt, and now you got all this other pressure, and then you end up getting locked into a 9 to 5 just to pay off that debt, and you give up on your dreams, and you give up on seeking your purpose, and that's just an unhealthy situation. So I just want to encourage somebody right now, maybe have that conversation with your parents. Maybe take responsibility as being an adult, and make your own decisions, and make good, healthy, wise decisions, especially when it comes to finances, especially when it comes to, this life that we only kind of get one chance at. Um, just make good decisions. And if you don't feel drawn to going to college, don't be pressured into going to college, because nobody's going to pay off that debt but you. And you aren't using anybody else's time but your own. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to get that out because I'm not against college by any means. I believe, obviously, one of the pillars we believe in here is education. Like, we want to become educated. I also believe God has a weird way of helping us become educated by helping us to learn from other people's mistakes and helping us to learn from other people's or from another person's wisdom and experience. And sometimes you don't have to go to college to get where you're going in life. And I want to make sure that people ain't out here making unwise decisions because they feel pressured at a young age to go do something that maybe their parents did, or that that's the stigma. And it's just, yeah, it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And I'm not against college, but I'm against not making wise decisions, I should say. All right. So a little bit more back on topic. Sometimes we don't know what we want to do in life, and that's okay. Okay. We're only here once, right? And so that's a lot of the pressure that's a lot of pressure when you think about it. Like, it's a lot of pressure to think that I'm only here once, and I got to get it right. And we're told we only get one shot at this thing, and we need to make the best of it, and I need to give my life meaning, and I need to leave a legacy. Like, we're told all these things, and it's like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Like, we're under an immense amount of pressure when we start thinking about that. And some of that pressure is to perform and do things for other people, and try to do our best and do what we can, which, yes, we should try. We should desire to want to do our best and strive to doing our best, like the best that we can. But that pressure can sometimes lead us to doing nothing at all. Can we just be honest? Like, there's some things that will actually stop you from doing nothing at all. Two of those things I've actually experienced in my life. And in fact, sometimes we end up in this state of analysis paralysis, where we try so hard to figure out what we need to do that we actually do nothing at all. We become frozen with fear, and we are fearing failure, honestly. And we end up never even trying. Okay. Analysis paralysis, bro. Like, I, in the past, have been an overthinker before, and I get worried, and like, I'm trying to think of different outcomes. Like, I'm honestly, it starts with good intentions, but doesn't really end with the best outcome, because I end up like overthinking or worrying and becoming fearful, and sometimes whether I like it or not, like, I end up wanting to please people. And it's just like, it's not a good situation. So, like, let's not overthink or overcomplicate this process of trying to figure out what our purpose here is on this earth. Another thing that actually stops us is we, all right. So another thing that actually stops us, or a thing that we do, and I know this from experience as well, is we get an idea, right? We find an idea, or we figure something out, and it's a good one too. Like, this is like maybe $1 million deal, or $1 million idea, which maybe you shouldn't share, but like, this is a really good idea, and this is something that leads us to purpose, and it's something that I'm going to do with my life. And we tell everybody. Okay, this is a weird thing. It's so weird that this happens, but we find this idea, we find this purpose, or we find our purpose, or this idea that will give us purpose, right? And we tell everybody. And it's weird, but the act of telling everybody gives us this momentary gratification that we have already accomplished this task. So therefore, we end up never doing it at all. It's such a weird concept that we could have this idea that we become passionate about, and this idea and this passion gives us purpose, and it gives us drive, and it makes us feel so alive, and we're so excited about it that we actually tell everybody that we know, because we want everyone to share in this experience. And through telling everybody, we end up doing nothing at all, because we get this momentary gratification of people being happy for us and people being happy with us, as if we've already accomplished this task. It's such a weird paradox. Like, I don't understand it, but I have experienced it, and it's not healthy and it's not good. And I mean, I'm not going to say my word is the end all be all, but I'm just saying through my experience, it really kind of led to a little bit of depression or sadness. And it's like, dang, like I have all these good ideas, but why aren't I doing them? Why aren't I putting action to them? And it's actually, I found out by sharing these things with other people, I got momentary gratification and satisfaction out of it, as if I had already achieved this thing. And yeah, I just want to help somebody avoid doing that. Not that having an idea and sharing that idea with somebody is a bad thing. No, by all means, literally. If you believe in God, the first person you should be sharing with is God, because he probably gave you the idea. Let's be real. And then two, maybe you have a significant other or a parent or a close friend, somebody that you can trust, especially if it's like $1 million idea. I would want to know that who I'm talking to, I can trust and can actually help me and hold me accountable to, like, hey, if you actually want to do this, I support you and I want to help you achieve your goals and achieve your dreams and help you find purpose. So that's also another reason why having a relationship with people is good, and having a healthy relationship with people that you can trust and share things like your hopes, your dreams. And I believe that through that you can find purpose and fulfillment and become very successful, especially if it's $1 million idea, you know? Like, I want everybody in this world to be successful. But yeah, dude, just in conclusion, man, like, I believe that we are all out here. Okay, we're all striving towards something. We're all here for a reason. And yeah, we only get one shot at this thing, and we need to make the best of it. But we also don't need to overcomplicate it. We don't need to put so much pressure on ourselves to try to figure out our purpose that we get lost in that process. In fact, the process of finding purpose, or actually going through the process of life, I should say, I believe so much that going through the process of life and experiencing things in life and relationships with other people, and coming to learn things in life, and just being yourself and experiencing love and experiencing so many other emotions, and just, experiencing life in general helps you find your purpose. Okay, we're all on a journey of I should say it like that. Okay, we're all trying to become aware of ourselves, of the world, of other people. We're trying to learn so much in life, and we should. And it's through that process of trying to learn and experience life that we come to know our purpose. So, respect the process, submit to the process, just go through life, take all the pressure off your shoulders, take all the pressure that people are putting on your shoulders. Maybe it's parents, maybe it's friends, maybe it's yourself. Maybe you have an expectation of yourself that you should be this farther in life, or you should have these things, or you should be living this type of life, when ultimately, we're just here, man. We're just here. And it's through the process, it's through submitting to the process that we will come to find out who we are. We'll come to find out whose we are, because I believe that God has a very, very big hand in all of this and in your life. And we'll come to find out not only who we are, whose we are, but we'll come to find out why we're here and what we're meant to be doing with our lives and what our true purpose here is on this earth. And I believe that being part of this community and being part of like-minded individuals and having people in your life to help support you and encourage you and motivate you and hold you accountable and just help you chase after your dreams, whatever that is. Like, I'll be honest, like, I've done a lot of things in my life. I've tried a lot of different things. I've failed at a lot of different things. And it's not that those things weren't good. It's not that I shouldn't have done those things, but I just learned through the process that maybe that wasn't meant for me. But did I learn something along the way? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And, God loved my wife because she's been there through quite some time. She's literally been there through me doing these things and have supported me. And whether she fully understood it or not, or she was probably wondering, like, is this just another thing that you're going to lose interest in? Like, are you just becoming hyper fixated and you're enjoying it for a season and then you'll be on to the next thing? And sometimes we can be that way, but sometimes that's a good thing, because you're learning through life experiences and you're learning what you should or should not be doing. And I mean, we're all just, no matter how old we get, we're all just children. Okay. We're all just children trying to figure it out. We're all just people. Okay. We're all just people, and we're just trying to figure out life. We're trying to figure out ourselves. We're trying to figure out each other. We're trying to coexist and just live in this life and help support other people. And it's really a beautiful thing when you take a step back and look at it. And that's what I would just encourage each and every single one of you guys to do. Just relieve yourself. Release yourself from all the pressure that other people are putting on you, that you're putting on yourself. Take some time, do some soul searching, think about it. And just try to figure out, hey, what makes me happy? What am I passionate about? What do I want to do with this life? And then just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about if you'll fail. Don't worry about who it's going to affect. Don't worry about where you'll be tomorrow or 6 months from now or a year from now. That's part of the journey. We don't know. And if we just submit to the process of, I don't know, but I believe this thing is good and I want to do it with my life, I believe that through that process, you will find purpose. And that purpose will lead to an identity. And if that identity is found in Christ, if that identity is found in God, then you have achieved your purpose. And maybe that identity or maybe that purpose didn't lead you to God. Maybe you're still on your journey. Like I told you, I believe that we're all on this journey of life, and it's all leading to God, and it's all leading to helping us come to find out who we are and whose we are. But maybe you don't believe in God and you're just out here, you're just trying. I get it. I understand that too. So just keep going through your journey. And I believe one day you will find your true identity. You will find your true purpose. And you don't have to do it alone. Yeah, that was good. That was healthy. I love it. I love it. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm so excited to be back in the real room, guys. I'm so excited that we get to start off another season. And hopefully through this season, we can help some people find their purpose in life and help them to know that they're not alone while they're going through the process. So yeah, I love you guys. It's been a great time spending some real time with y'all guys, and I'm so happy to be back. Next week, I'm looking forward to it. I believe we're having a guest in here, so make sure you guys are back here next week, because I believe that this guest that we're going to be having in here can help us with a lot of different things. And it's always fun to welcome somebody new in the real room. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for stepping in the real room and getting real with us. And until next week, keep it real.